Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Monday, June 20th, and it is time for the market overview. We'll be looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, XOI, TNA, UUP, FXE, GLD, SLV, and as a little follow-up to the weekend video, AFL. Starting off with the Dow, we are going up. We did not cover the Dow over the weekend. We did have an uptick. The uptick was met, so that's very nice. Also nice is we closed a hair above these two candles right here. That is positive. If we can close above these two candles, that will be very positive and should be a good confirmation that we are going up to test. Well, this isn't a bar, this is a bar trying to cross over from a flat line, so that'll be something to see. On the secondaries, we have what looks to be a MACD crossover about to happen, bullish. RSI still low, right at the 30, and stochastic already getting a jump on everybody, so very nice. And taking a quick look at our black boxes, we can see that we had the interaction between the major and the extreme and the minor, and now we are reacting from it. The Bollinger Band is smoothing out, the middle one that is. So this looks good, and having it bounce off the trend line is also good. Especially since the black boxes are still being refined, tested, and evaluated. Our other black box, we can see that we have left the minor trend, which hopefully will turn it up and we will have a change of trend. The major trend is sloping up, giving room for a move up. Very nice. SPX is more of the same, so I will not totally cover it, although this is unfortunate. The up on the S&P has not exceeded the two bars over here. So if we are able to clear them, we'll probably clear all four of these on the same day if we clear it, and that will be very positive as well. Notice that this is a big red candle, and big candles, whether they be red, whether they be green, you have resistance in the middle of it and at the top of it. So just eyeballing this one, our close today looks maybe a little bit above the midpoint, but I'm just going to call it the midpoint. So this makes sense to me as well. So if we do go higher, that'll be nice, and we should be relatively smooth sailing towards this area right here. That makes sense to me. On the VIX was destroyed today. I mean, wow. Huge move. $3. And this is a bearish engulfing. We do have a down tick. The down tick has almost been met, but not quite. So, certainly it'll be easy for it to do that. That would put it right about the area of 1970 roundabout. So that's only a couple of dimes, but I guess we'll take whatever we can get, right? Also notice that the MACD is now pointing down, MACD histogram ticking down, RSI pointing down, stochastic pointing down. So it would appear that the odds would be that the VIX will go down. Now we do have lots of news the rest of the week, so NDEs are in effect every single day. Lucky us. And I don't know if there's anything that the black box can tell us on this. Nope. It is right smack in the middle. So can't tell us everything every single day, and that's okay. I mean, nothing can. But we can see on the black box number 1, we did have interaction with the minor trend. and it has reacted. So if it does continue to go down and smack into the other minor trend, then that 1970 does make sense, and the minor trend is actually lower. It is down here at 1850. So something to watch out for. And 1850 would bring us right about here, which is also a resting on close to a test of the flatline bar, which also makes sense. And moving on. XOI. Oil. Oil goes up, market goes up a lot of the time. And we have had indecision candles, and today we have a hammer. So, you know, if I make this bigger, you can see it's a green hammer. So you can take that for whatever it's worth. MACD has a little bit of work before it has a crossover. The histogram is ticking up a little bit. RSI is below the 30, and stochastic is trying to hook up. Beyond that, do we have anything? Not really. It is right in the middle. Minor trend is in the middle. Hammer's in the middle. And not too much to be gleaned from that. And black box number 2, we can see that the minor trend is hooking up, suggesting that we may be getting a short move up, which is fine with me. Now TNA, we talked about TNA in a big video over the weekend. TNA had a great move today, moving $2.50 roundabout. Very nice. We still have our targets that we went over on the video over the weekend, so we will be watching to see if those are met. But we do have an uptick. Uptick has a target of 72, $1 away, and that's just dandy. Beyond that, we have our interaction between the minor and the major, and we are having not exactly a proper reaction because the candle would be down here and just bounce off of it, but even so, that it is outside the minor trend suggests that it is possibly going to turn up. And we also still have that extreme trend piercing the major trend, also suggesting that this needs to turn up to correct itself and get back outside. And on black box number 2, we also see that the major trend is swooping up, suggesting a possible move to the upside, and need some more positive action here to get the minor to hook back up. And as has been mentioned, these are based upon complex moving averages, and so as you get to the right of the chart, they will become skewed by massive moves, which we just had, which is why these are looking the way that they do. Nothing perfect. UUP, we have a hammer, and kind of interesting that the minor trend now is pointing down at the top. It is pinching, suggesting that it is going to have need to go somewhere. However, the major trend is also pointing up and swooping up here at the top. So very interesting. And with all the euro nonsense that's going on, I mean, we had a penny swing overnight. It is understandable that this is somewhat confused. If we look at Guppy, we can see, however, that it has separated, went into the bar, almost had complete separation, but not quite, and is now having trouble, which is to be expected. It is doing damage to the bar, however, it is going to need to stay there and further try and collapse it before it can claim victory. You'll see that stochastic is pointing down, RSI is mildly pointing up in the positive area, and the MACD is crossing the 0 going into positive, assuming it doesn't reverse course or whatever. So lots of mixed signals here. And FXE is its mirror. So completely news driven this week. We'll have to wait and see. And then GLD, indecision, and but it is still above the very bullish bar. I don't think that it's going to have any real trouble. Look at black box number 2. We see that the major pointing up on the bottom, very slightly pointing down on the top, and both of the minor trends are pointing up, lower being significant and the top being very mild. So it is also above its price consensus top level, which is bullish, but we do have this indecision. So also something that is very mixed. SLV, very nice. It's finally getting a little bit of positive movement. However, the major and the minor are still pointing down. We are close to the price consensus point, so if it decides to go down or something and just float around here at this level, that does make sense to me. And Guppy says that we are pretty much still in a double flat line, which I do not like. Bollinger Bands continue to pinch, and secondaries are all mixed. Not much to see. We also did a big video over the weekend on AFL, and we have a MACD crossover now, bullish. RSI starting to point up, getting out of the 30, bullish. Stochastic starting to point up, also bullish. Green day today, and if that is an uptick, it is massively minor. So I won't really call that an uptick, but if it was, it would be just shy of 46. So 30 cents or whatever, not too impressive to me. And we shall see if it comes up and tests the bar like we theorize it very possibly could. And we have not done enough damage to really do anything with the minor or the major moving averages yet, but we are in this little congestion zone. It's something interesting and fun to watch on black box number 1. You can see that the interaction between the major, minor, and extreme trends continue. So just like Stock Consultant's website said, either it's going to break out or it's going to break down, and we still do not have a clear indication as to which one. But very interesting, very interesting. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you very much.